All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Tighten down. There you go. Trump. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. I got you. Mike 55. No. Wild Bill. Jackson.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Anderson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14.
We got to step it up. 55, right there in the middle, 55. Watch the car. Go. Mike 55, eat. Run it.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Three buzz.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Mike's 5-4.
From the gun, Jackson. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, he's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Again, Jackson. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. On 3rd down, Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Wait, that 380. 53 is the line. Walk the run. Shift. Check. Sponge. No. 36, 72. Check. Hey, Alabama.
This is Marlon Mack, 3rd-year running back. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. DK Metcalf, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Partner, one of the cardinal rules of defense is that if you're in position to make a tackle, you need to make it.
Well, and if you can't make the tackle before that, you just got to knock that ball down, right?
Yeah, something has to happen because we saw the end result there. Missed tackle, he goes all the way and takes it for a touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Jackson. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. To throw is Jackson, operating from the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the 1st quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Check 3. Check 3.
Hey, Alabama. Hey, 66. Hey, Alpha.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
Check it. Reload.
53. I'm coming.
From the gun, it's Brady. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, That allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Deuce, 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 deuce. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Danny. It's great. Check 13. Check. Flag down. What? Check shot.
Here's Jackson throwing again. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Go, slant, watch the slant. Motion.
From the gun, Jackson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free. So 4th down coming up. What do you expect?
They've gone for it time after time. They haven't punted yet. I don't know what's right anymore.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and throw for it here. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
I know they got the 1st down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it, but I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right, field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson being chased out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jayon Brown able to get in there and drop him behind the line. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Ready up. 55. Check 55. Mike. 56. Bullet. Half. Shit. 26. Mike. 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Check pass. Mike 55. Mike 55. Here we go.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Set, ready. Go to base. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Go, go. Kill, kill, kill. Once more. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
This time, Jackson will throw it. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Colts on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down?
Here we go, here we go. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
Jackson throwing on 4th down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
55, Mike 55. Not here. Mike 55. Check 55.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson, and that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Colts on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? So after the INT, it's Brady. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw is Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Here we go, here we go. Check 24, check 24.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Smith-Schuster. Out of bounds at the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Check. Hey, crunch.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Safety's creeping. Mike 55.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
That's good for the Colts. 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check 37. Check 37. Go. Motion. Go. Mike 55. Mike 55.
From the gun, it's Jackson on the move to his left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Down. 61. Check 61. Max box. Right. Check 50. Check 50. Kill.
And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Hey, switch gears. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat. Coming to you, coming to you. Check, 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 check. Go, go. Take it. Let it go.
Jackson now, operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And now Adam Vinatieri. He's into his 40s now. You'd think low to mid-50s, probably about the outside of his range. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Wait, set. Wait, 20.
Check 53 is mine. Check the out, check the out, check the out. Check 52. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Out, 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 out.
22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. 72.
Brady now on first down. That's complete to Marlon Mack. And he's got this down to the 35. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Topper, Topper. Shadow.
From the gun, Brady. This one into the hands of Metcalf. A gain of 6 there on first. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And he'll take it back to about the... yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
To try again after the sack. Brady, open man is Samuel, complete. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the third.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Singletary. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Come on, set. Seven to Andy.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
That's it, baby.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready. 15 on it. 15 on it. Coming, baby. Short. Mike 55. Mike 55. You don't want this. Mike 55. Check 55. Mike.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 42.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
55 is my guy. 55.
From the gun, Jackson. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
We own them. We own them. He's checking. Crash. Slam.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 16-yard touchdown run, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me?
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken short.
We got this. 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Let's get it.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Brady. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Wait, that 53!
Check 55, Mike. Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
Alert!
Come get some. Here, one.
Hey, ball 66!
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Deebo Samuel, the rookie wideout, his intended receiver. 3rd down here. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on fourth.
I'm here all day.
They do go for it. It's Brady. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on fourth down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Brady now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a run with Matt. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll go again here with Matt. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. Brady now to throw. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. They'll run on 1st down. It's Mack. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Staying on the ground with Mack. And an alley to run. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down. So do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility. But now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Brady. And he's not able to get away. gets sacked back at the 22. The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this from 39. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now, this was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the 4th.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Check 55, Mike. Watch the run.
Got some real estate inside the 30. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th.
55. Let's go, Dick. Check 99. Check 43.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
It's our time.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Mike 55.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A touchdown is a must here, but of course beware of leaving too much time on the clock for Tom Brady. It's 1st and goal. Stepping up, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Colts have taken the lead. The quarterback run has eaten him up all game long, and there he goes again, this time into the end zone.
And what I like about what I'm seeing, absolutely running almost with impunity. He's not worried about his body. He's not worried about sliding. He's not worried about protecting himself. He's worried about getting yardage. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got to start figuring out what these blocking schemes are and finding ways to defeat them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Yeah, Brady's throw there, incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady, open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Check 9, check 9. 72.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. To throw is Brady. He completes this one to Mack. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. He'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
Set 380.
Check 53.
Hey, check it. Check it.
On 1st down, Mack. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
You got nothing today. You got nothing. Whip. Watch the whip. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Whoa.
Here's Jackson. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Ready. 555.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Tighten up. Check 3. Watch out. Check 4. Mike.
Jackson to throw. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
I can't believe they even let you play.
555.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it's looking like the Jags are going to win this football game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I tell you, these division games, never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game, on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.